our DIY doers out there, if you are the sort of person that has all of these discarded buttons and you think to yourself, what am I going to do with all of these? We've got a great project for you. So Denise, many different projects you can do using buttons.
Using buttons. You have that stash, you know, your shirt comes with a button, you put the button in a jar, or you inherited that button jar from your mom, from your grandma. What do you do with them? Well, I have some great crafty ideas, and I'm having you start here.
So we're going to start with this necklace.
Exactly. So we're talking about crafts that you can wear with a necklace, and this is all things that you can just find.
Yeah.
So I have a little vintage necklace, cut it in half, and a piece of felt. So I'll have you choose some buttons and just hot glue the buttons onto the felt.
Okay, perfect. Wait, I want to pick like a color palette here.
Oh yes, it's all about the planning. It's all about the planning.
I'll do the pearls and the beiges because that's so adventurous, and maybe a little bit of this, vintage stuff.
I love the vintage buttons. And again, these are the ones that you find that your grandma's been collecting for so long. You inherit this big jar of buttons. What are you going to do with them?
Yeah.
So we're making them beautiful. And this is such an easy project. All of these ones just glue gun.
And all you had to do was you cut out this little thing so that I have something to glue the buttons onto.
Exactly.
So it's just a little bit of felt.
Any shape of felt, you'll glue the butt quick before it dries.
Oh, okay, got it.
She's talking.
Focus, Tracy, focus. And they can overlap a little bit, right?
They can overlap. So the best way to do this is to create kind of a base with all the buttons and then layer them on over top. And you'll see that
I shouldn't have put that one on so soon. Okay.
Oh, that's okay. You can tuck the other one underneath.
All right.
So felt is your key thing. Well, felt and glue. That's kind of the secret ingredients here. You can buy felt on the roll at a fabric store, cut out different shapes. I've put one on a purse in front here, so that's the little flower. So again, you're taking buttons that you already have, putting them onto felt, and then you can sew it, you can hot glue it onto existing things, a big bag like that, a little clutch, anything like that.
It personalizes it. So we've talked about this before on Fashion Friday, how everyone's doing these little badges and patches.
Exactly.
But you can actually make your own.
You don't
even have to go and buy one. You can just make your own.
You could even have a pin on the back so that you can change it from one bag to the next.
A little brooch, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue to make my necklace, and you show us the next
So the other thing that you can do is a cute little keychain like this. And again, these are buttons that you have, either vintage buttons, or you can go to the craft store or a dollar store and pick up an assortment of buttons. Use a little jump rings and then your keychain here. So you're just using some needle nose pliers to put the rings through the buttons. And then you have this beautiful, you know, you can turn that into an earring or use it as a
keychain. That's the sort of thing my kids would be into. They're obsessed with keychains.
Perfect. So you know what? And this kind of, everything can work as a great gift if you know a crafter or, you know, it's perfect to go to somebody's house and bring them something great.
Hey, can I get another, do you have any more of that glue handy?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Of course she does, because she's a crafty woman.
It's hiding. Okay. So you can have some things that you wear, things that you carry, and then there's home decor. So you can take your buttons and make some extra fancy things. Here, a little animal, have a little silhouette of an animal. Again, put your layers of buttons. You can do it directly on felt and then put it in a little frame. This is a great gift for someone or a baby.
So this is, you always have the little model here.
Exactly.
And then you just fill the buttons in the space. And you can make your own art. You can get a really inexpensive frame. Put that in. I think that's so gorgeous.
Yes, and on your pillow too. So this one isn't quite finished because I thought I could show how this is done. But again, cut out a letter. You're using felt as a base. Glue on your buttons over top. Start them, you know, kind of do a flat base and then layer them on to fill in all the gaps.
Right.
You have a regular home pillow, and now you dress it up with this. So you can either use spray adhesive to have it there temporarily, you know, so that you can change it in and out, or you can hand sew it on. And really quickly, a tray. So these ones aren't glued in, but you could glue them in if you want. But just take all your beautiful vintage buttons, scatter them down.
I'm going to try and tip it over so you can see it without ruining everything.
If you want to, you could get some glass, have a glass cut to put over top. You can have a little, you know, serve your drinks on this beautiful button tray.
That's a great idea. I thought this was your organizer. It's like, no, that's a project.
It's supposed to be like that.
Okay, my necklace is almost done.
I love that.
And it's glued to the paper. Come on in here, Tiffany and Deb.
She glued it to the paper.
I really went to town. Yeah, it's a little bit of purple back there.
Oh,
I made a little bit of a necklace there. I'm just going to put that right there.
Yeah, we're going to
really
the necklace bit on, a little bit of felt on the back, and then
you're
there you
done. Great DIY projects today.
Look
You can do a lot with a little glue stick, I know. Do you want to pick out all the pink ones?
All day.
All day long. Thanks for joining us today on Cityline. Have a good one. Get those glue guns out.